This is why we come to Perran Sands. This is just a 30-second walk from our caravan. Very nice. You can pitch up in your car and pay for parking and go for a little surf as well. I'm just going to try and head down to the beach and just show you where that is. Yeah, we're staying at Perran Sands just for this weekend. We've got a caravan in Penhale, I think it is, or something along those lines. We've come with Cornwall family life this weekend to make a change. I can cut through here, there's loads of paths and things through the dunes. So we did the dunes yesterday. Tried to do a bit of sledging, but it didn't really go too well. Yeah, pretty lush around here. You can just go for a stroll across the dunes. Loads of tracks everywhere. There's lovely views of the north coast. I'm going to head up that way actually. You can easily get lost up here as well, but as long as you get your bearings, you should be alright. Yeah, Perran Sands is a bit of a massive holiday park. We were debating yesterday if it's the biggest in Cornwall or not, in terms of just the scale. Because we do a fair bit of walking around the site to get to where you want to be. We're about a 5-10 minute walk away from the main bulk of the entertainment shop and so on is. Yeah, it's pretty lush today. We've got very lucky with the weather. Yeah, it's lovely. Yes, the main beach is down there. It's quite a trek down to the beach. I have very fond memories of coming to Perran Sands when I was a little bit younger. Gran would always have a caravan. Always know the stuff really well as well. She come every year. Used to be Trelaw Manor, which is now John Fowler's site. She used to own a caravan there. Yeah, quite fitting that we've come this weekend. It was around this time last year that she wasn't too good at all and sadly passed away. So nice to come here and remember her. Yeah, it's pretty lovely views up here. Pretty lucky if you get one of those caravans, but obviously you'll pay the premium for those. Yeah, it's just going to head down to the beach now. Just have a size up. Yeah, it's pretty steep down here, but you can drive down here, I presume. I don't see many people doing it. It's quite steep. I wouldn't want to do it myself, but I guess if needed, emergency vehicles and things could come down this way. Yeah, decided not to venture down here with Emily today because it's quite a walk for her. Actually, quite a lot of walking over the dunes yesterday. Yeah, just going to get a bit closer. Just take a look and see. I haven't been down here for a year or two, really. It's still a fair way down to get to the beach. But the easiest access there is, if you carry on a bit further down the path there is a kind of a more accessible route over there, which heads down this way. As you'd expect from the north coast, very long beaches. And very lovely sand. And some good waves too. Well, I say that, I'm not an authority on waves. I have no idea what I'm looking for when it comes to waves. I'm not a surfer. Not a typical Cornish person. But I do know that the North Coast is very popular for surfers. Just not many people out in the water today. Right, just head down this little path and we're down there. Yeah, so we have it. This is Perran Sands, I think it goes by another name as well. Yeah, so a lot of room down here for once to come visit. Is in the high season a lifeguarded beach as well, which I find quite a few of the beaches on the north coast are, just due to the roughness of the sea. No one's braving it today. That, and it's September, so not going to be the warmest. Yeah, don't come to the north coast very often for the beaches. As soon as we're mainly on the south coast, we tend to go there. It's calmer seas for the most part as well, which is ideal for a bit of paddling and paddle boarding. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to venture out there today. Yeah, loads of space to spread out. And yeah, this is just like a 10-minute walk from Perran Sands, so I think that's why it does attract a lot of people. It is obviously a nice location on the north coast of Cornwall. Not my favourite site in the world. It does feel a bit higgledy-piggledy in places, a bit spread out. Yeah, if you are a keen beachgoer, particularly in the high season, then yeah, it's pretty nice. I got very lucky on the weather today. We did have a bit of rain yesterday and a bit of rain last night, but it's cleared up nice today. It was meant to be a bit manky today, but it's come out really pleasant. Yeah, it's just heading over to the other part of the beach around here. It is a very, very long beach. And I've come across some water to get across. Should have a little island in the middle there to hop across. Okay. Again, not much of a beach goer, to be honest. Get a bit bored. If I can get out on a kayak or paddleboard, I will. Don't like just sitting on the beach, but there's something nice about just having a stroll, listening to the intensity of the waves. Particularly on the north coast, it is usually pretty intense. There's some big waves out there. Yeah, I haven't been this far across. I think the last time I was here, actually, it was probably over 10 years ago on the actual beach, I think. I just remember it being really, really foggy. So I can see a bit more today, which is nice. Oh, there's some surfers going in. Just as I say, there's not much action. There's a group of them. There are car parks within Perran Sands, close to tracks down to the beach, whereby you can pay for a day's parking and head on in for a surf. Plus, there's loads of places on the north coast where got good surfing. Yeah, I haven't been around this side, so I'd be interested to see if I can make my way up. The thing with Perran Sands is that because of the dunes, you can usually find a path through somewhere. Yeah, it's just how much you want to clamber up. I think Alex from Cornwall Family Life, when we were last here at Perran Sands together, did a nice early morning run and found opportunities to clamber up the cliff face almost to try and get back to the top. Yeah, I'm thinking That does look like a possibility over there. But given all the clambering of dunes I did yesterday, the legs aren't going to make it, I don't think. There must be paths down because the surfers obviously park at the top and heading down somewhere. I have no idea of where I am in relation to our caravan now. I think our caravan should be just at the top of those cliffs. I do see some tracks over there, so I might try and clamber up the hedge in a minute. Yeah. Right, so some stalls have come down this way, so I'm going to give it a go. So I've just realised I've walked quite a long way across the beach, so I'm quite a long way away from the steps now. But as I get closer it does feel a little bit steep. I'm going to give it a go. I'll see you on the other side. Well, halfway up. Turns out if someone's already clambered down, they do need nice little footholds in the sand to walk through. So I'll just retrace their steps. See where I end up. As long as I don't end up in the armed forces base, which I think I'm all good because that's way over there. We should be fine. Nice little path through the grass there. Can't see where I'm going because the sun's right in my eyes, which is really helpful. Lovely. And some hardy soul in there. Glider. I've been climbing for the last 10 minutes. Finally see some kind of civilization. Evidence of the park I've come from. There's trails all over the place. People have no doubt carved through the grass over the years. Yeah, I definitely recommend the actual route to the park, to the beach, is probably the one to take. Much more accessible. Here we are. We've arrived at one of the, oh, I'd say car park spaces, but that can't be. Don't know if I'd want to, as a surfer, park up here and walk down, because it ain't easy. Can't imagine lugging equipment down with me. I guess for a quiet surf that would be ideal. But there are probably easier north coast beaches to access. Sorry for my panting, I've just climbed a cliff. Yes, if you do want to park up here, you have to pay at the reception before parking. It's £6 a day. So ideal if you want a few hours in the water. And there's rules and regulations there about where you can kite surf and where you can't. I'll just give you an idea of how big Perran Sands is. It's pretty big. Yes, as well as the beach at Perran Sands, you've also got a ton of sand dunes to roam around. Lots of people out walking their dogs today. Yeah, it just goes on as far as I can see. You do have to stop at some point. So there is a kind of base over there for military training and so on, I think. But also you can find yourself seemingly walking along level terrain, and then suddenly you get something like that up here. I'm heading, I think Alex from Cornwall Family Life has already tracked it down this morning. He's going to do a special video about it, so do be sure to check that out. But do you want to check out St Piran's Oratory or something along those lines? We have seen it once before, but Alex assures me that unlike the last time we came when it was flooded inside, it's dry, so you can walk around inside. So I'm just going to track that one down. I'll leave Alex to do the more thorough video. I just wanted to include it as part of my little tour around Perran Sands for completeness, if nothing else. Ooh. Yeah, not the easiest terrain up here, so you do have to watch your foot in for random holes that appear out of nowhere. But every so often you get a little hill you can go up on and get some lovely views. Eventually you've got to come back down again. Yes, that's where I'm heading. There's the cross. And there should be the ruins of an old chapel church down there somewhere. Yeah, so we've had just a weekend here, so we hot-footed it out to Perranporth on Friday evening after work. We had all of Saturday on the park and a swim, did the entertainment. They have a panto now, it turns out. I didn't realise Haven did a panto. Obviously we're used to the Butlins panto each year. Yeah, that was a surprise. We changed our booking of swimming to fit that in. But yeah, did an impressive job, only a cast of 6. And yet they pulled off a panto, which is pretty impressive compared to Butlins. They have a bit of a larger cast, a bit more of a dance troupe. So yeah, these 2 nights cost us 180 quid I think in all, with swimming included and the entertainment. There's a few things you have to pay extra for, of course, but when you're not worried about those, that's all good. We are going to go home today on the Sunday, because obviously we do have work and school tomorrow, but since we only live 30 minutes away, it's not that much of a hardship really. That does mean we get at least a night in our own beds, which can never, beds on holiday can never compare to that really. Yeah, just going to check out the cross up here and the church. Right, just heading up to St Piran's Cross now. And if you are watching and not aware who St Piran is, obviously he has a big significance on Cornwall. Yeah, up here. We should, while we're up here, get a view of the oratory as well. There's not much to it left, but there's a bit of a ruins that you can track down. Nice little path carved up here. Ooh. People have painted some rocks to their loved ones. And that overlooks the park there. Somewhere down here, I see it, it's down there. We've got the oratory, so I'm just going to quickly track down here since I've ventured this far. Oh. So in the space of an hour I've ventured down to the beach and had a little nosy around there. And then, despite the presence of plenty of sand, completely different kind of terrain now. We can check out some of the other sites. So we're going to head down there now and we'll just have a closer look. And here it is. Like I say, not a huge amount left over. But I think there's a kind of chapel building inside the main outside bit. So they've obviously built around the old structure. As you can see, it's I think it's to protect what was left inside, because as you can see inside, you do have that less robust. It's so quiet in here. Obviously put some more modern supports in there to keep the wall up there as well. You can see no mortar in between, it's very much stack the rocks up. Yeah, so they've built that more modern structure around, I presume to protect it. Even that showing signs of possible collapse in the future. Yeah, it's a lovely peaceful spot here. And there's not planes flying over. Yeah, so there is some information about that. Here we have unearthed skeletons. Yeah, it does attract Cornish folk here on pilgrimages. I'd imagine around St. Piran's Day itself. I think this sign does need a bit of renewing here, but just a bit of information as well about St. Piran in English and Cornish. Yeah, a bit of history here, not far away from your caravan. I'll leave Alex to do the more thorough video, but obviously for the visit here you can't pass up a trip to a bit of history. So we have it. So the cross up there in the background there. Right, I'm going to head back for a cup of tea now. I've been walking for the best part of an hour. A little bit shattered. That's the thing with this place, if you do choose to do a bit of walking around, you're going to run out of steam a little bit. And there's a doggy. Right, heading back then to the park. Grab a cup of tea, and I think we've got some swimming booked later, which obviously I can't show you footage of, but they have a booking system. They do 15-minute slots that you can book, and then, well, get an hour slot, but you're going on the quarter hour. So I think we're booked in for 11:15 today. Quite a good system. They've got bands, so you know when your time slot is up. I'm being followed by a dog. I think I've gained a dog now. Oh no, he's gone. Yeah, and you get 14 slots that you can book in advance, which is plenty obviously for a weekend. We could do one slot a day, but after that, if there's any slots free, you can book however many you want. So in theory, if you did want more than an hour in the pool, you could book back-to-back slots a bit longer. We were a bit rushed yesterday because we were trying to fit in the pantomime as well, so hopefully today, despite the fact we've also got lunch booked, we should hopefully have a bit more time in the pool. As you can tell from my breath, I'm knackered. So, back to the caravan for a quick rest, then a bit of swimming, then a bit of lunch. I suppose better pack up. Intro of this place, it's a bit of a rabbit warren. Trying to locate your caravan. I think I've taken a different route back to my caravan every day so far. There we are, 447A.
You made me jump then. Emily, look at him. You made me jump.
Look.
I was staring at the TV, I was. Another world.
do.